city of remarkable contrasts. Come and go with me as we show you what we're doing for the ministry of the gospel of Jesus Christ at the Jack Goldfarb Christian School in Comas-Lima, Peru.
The Jack Goldfarb Christian School is like a little oasis in a vast desert. It is a place where lives are changed forever. It is a place where God is at work in a powerful way. It is nestled in the heart of a tremendous ministry need, the poverty-stricken district of Comas, one of the poorest districts of the capital city, Lima. Comas has a population of about 500,000 people. This district was started in the 1970s by an influx of refugees coming down out of the surrounding mountains during the years that the Shining Path terror organization ravaged the land. And here is where the Lord has planted the Jack Goldfarb Christian School, to give the children and the families of Comas a chance to lift themselves out of poverty and to be touched by the gospel of Jesus Christ. Peru itself is an ancient land. It is full of wonder, beauty, and history that is both fascinating and dark. Archaeological evidence shows signs of human culture in Peru that are thousands of years old. Flint tools and even ruins of ceremonial temples can be found throughout Peru, dating back several thousands of years. When the Spanish landed in 1531, Peru's territory was the nucleus of the highly developed Incan civilization. Centered at Cusco, the Incan Empire extended over a vast region, stretching from northern Ecuador to central Chile. Its history includes the ravishing of the land by the Spanish conquistadors and the eventual virtual extinction of the Peruvian Indian native culture. The Roman Catholic Church has exerted its heavy influence over the people and the government ever since the early days of Spanish conquest. It is still by far the major religious influence in Peru today. Peruvian independence from Spain was won on July the 28th, 1821. Today, some 46% of all Peruvians are identified as Indian population. The very recent history of Peru is riddled with military coups, terrorism, corruption, and government scandals. Because of this, the land is a sharp juxtaposition of the amazingly wealthy to some of the poorest of the world's poor, numbering in the millions. Peru's public education is ranked lowest in all of South America. Probably nowhere is a sharper contrast found between the wealthy and the very poor, with very few middle class in between, than in the capital city of Lima and its districts. Lima is the largest city in Peru, and it boasts some 9 million of the country's total of 27 million population. The central district of Lima is lined with ancient buildings, historical sites, beautiful flowers, tourist shops, and cathedrals. And of course, it is the capital of Peru. Lima is a popular world tourist destination with all of the accommodations of the modern world. It is colorful, beautiful, and bustling with sightseers and shoppers. Yet just a few miles from the center of Lima are millions living in abject poverty. Hundreds of thousands without bathrooms, running water, or electricity. There's very little employment available for the masses. Many improvise day by day, working for pennies a day. It is a constant fight for survival for most of them. Many everyday activities that we take for granted are still done by hand in order to make a living. It was in this nation, Peru, and in this city, Lima, that Pastor Jack Goldfarb was born. As a young man, he immigrated to the United States and became a legal citizen. He joined the United States military and retired as a major in the United States Army. Since the 1960s, Pastor Jack and his wife Bonnie have been in the gospel ministry, pastoring churches in Germany and Peru, and also in the states of Alabama and Florida in the United States. In 1996, Pastor Jack and Bonnie returned to Lima. It was then and there that the Lord spoke to their hearts about giving back some of the blessings that the Lord had lavished upon their lives in ministry. Giving back to the people where Pastor Jack had his roots. So it was here in 1998 that the Lord allowed for the founding of the Jack Goldfarb Christian School in the district of Comas in the city of Lima. From its humble beginnings of some 12 students and 3 teachers, today there are over 300 students and 30 teachers, and it's still growing. There are even plans to expand the school to satellite locations. The students come from the lower income to the very poorest of poor in the surrounding area.